What's up? What's up, family? I was watching this video, and it was this young lady who got arrested over in Dubai for her hollering and cussing. I guess she was in some type of accident, and she got out and started hollering and cussing at these people. So they took her passport, and she's in jail right now. And her lawyer apparently was saying how much of a shame it is that a man can get out or a man can do that, but a woman can't. Oh, now we're talking about in another country. You know, her lawyer, he's talking, well, you know, it's a shame. And you know what? It may be a shame, but see, this is the thing. When you go to these other countries, you need to know the rules and regulations, the do's and don'ts. When you take your ass out and you start hollering at the people in another country, and you ain't from that country, and you from America, you better think twice on what you're going to do when an incident arises. Because when we do stuff like that, we bring that attitude. See, a lot of our young, by the way, she's a social media IG influencer. Y'all know what I think of these so-called influencers. Because see, that type of attitude that you bring and demonstrate in America, it ain't tolerated over there in them other countries. And a lot of countries are like that. You come and you disrespect the people in their country. And their people may be wrong. They may be wrong. But you're in another country. And you're nothing to them. An influencer. Really? Really? That's supposed to mean something. See, that shit may mean something here to some people, but over there don't mean nothing because the attitude. See, and she's an influencer. Now, the guy may be totally wrong in the situation, but you're in another country. Hey, now you got to sit in jail and they won't let you out. And they'll probably let you out when they feel like it. Now, I think she drives trucks as well. But you can't bring that funky attitude. And sisters, you really need to check your attitude. You need to check your attitude here. Because even in America allows that with no type of punishment. But some people, even in America, you can't, and this goes for men and women, you can't get out your car and start hollering and screaming at people. Because you never know what fuse up here is short. And somebody may say, you know what? They may have a bad day. And you want to get out there and you want to start showing your butt like you something important. Sometimes it pays to be humble in certain situations. Because you just don't know what kind of day a person may have. You may meet the nicest person on the planet. And one day, he snapped. Or she snapped. Because people don't tolerate that stuff, that bad behavior. A lot of men in other countries, they look at us in America and they shake their head like, damn, really? Y'all allow that kind of behavior? Because women ain't allowed to say nothing bad, even if it's happening. You ain't supposed to say shit about what these men do. They ain't none of your business. And they don't say shit. But over here, everything's allowed. So I got to be very careful. That young lady, now she's going to spend some time over there and her mama's on the news. You can catch the video. It's on, what is it? O'Shea Duke Jackson. It's 2 hours. It's today. It's a today's video. And, they got a little news clipping and whatnot. The mama like, she want her daughter to come on play. Maybe you need to check your daughter when she goes to these countries. Because, Dubai. You know why people go to Dubai. You know that. You know. These females go because what? Put the two together. For those of you who don't know, a little bit naive on this matter, put the two together. IG, so-called influencer, they like to use the term model, really. Dubai, IG. Dubai, IG. Those people in where she's visiting, those people have money. Those guys, they come with fat pockets. But regardless of how fat your pocket is, you ain't gonna have no American black woman, for one, sitting up here talking crazy. You just ain't. We just ain't happening. We don't care who you are. We don't care what you look like. She looks okay. She ain't all. In my opinion, that's my opinion. She's all right. She ain't all that. That's for a lot of these so-called IG influencers. I don't see what everybody sees, and a lot of men go crazy, goo goo gaga over these females. It's like, dude, really? She ain't all that. You got some women that are just naturally beautiful. I'm sorry, their natural beauty is just like, damn, she's nice. But you can't take them funky attitudes to other countries because it's allowed in your own country. You can't take that shit over there. They're not playing that. They don't care who you are. Because see, one thing about Dubai and some of them Arab countries over there, they got money. So America cannot scare them because they have money. And they don't have a bunch of foolishness because they keep their country in line. So they're not afraid and they don't need your money because we have money. So you can't come and bribe them. See, it's like when Camilla, she went over to Africa and tried to get the African nations to buy into this LGBTQ type of behavior. And they looked at her like to say, woman, you just plain fucking stupid or what? That behavior over there, it happens, but they are underground with it. Excuse me. They don't flash a lot of that shit in public. Them Africans over there, like, man, we don't see how you guys allow that shit. Now, if they want to come here, if they come here in America and do that shit, it's like, well, we allow everything. But over there, in a lot of African countries, man, they do not play that shit. Because like, this is an abomination to God. In them Arab countries, all praises be to Allah. That shit ain't happening. If it's happening, it's underground. It ain't on top of the ground. It's under the ground. They don't play that stuff. We allow everything. So when you allow everything, what does that do to your country? That don't give you freedom. That makes you weak towards your so-called allies. And everybody sees everything that we do over here. Social media. They see everything. In the respect, we're a world power, but we don't sit on top of the food chain like we once did. Because a lot of them other countries, they got the same thing, if not more, and they just don't respect us. Why? Because they look at how we treat our people in this country, whether they be black, white, brown, yellow, or whatever. They look at all of that. I remember the president of China was saying one time, he was like, look how you treat your people and look how you treat black people. He basically said, black people, look how you treat black people in your country. And then you're going to tell us what we're supposed to do with people in our country? No respect. You look and you laugh at these politicians. They don't show no type of restraint in the laws that they pass. They just pass shit just to pass. They don't take shit into account. They don't look at others. They just do what they feel they want to do, thinking they're gonna get some candy at the end of the rainbow. We're a country that was once great when we had leadership. See, it's all about the leadership. I'm gonna say this in my bounce. Back in the day when Carter was president and we had that incident, I think it was over with Iraq. We had that incident. And they had the hostages. I think it was Iraq, I'm not quite sure. Well, whatever. But they had these hostages. And with Carter, they didn't care. But when Reagan got in office, they let them hostages go. See, leadership. They was afraid of Reagan. Because Reagan was like, man, hey, keep them and see what we gonna do. When you have strong leadership, people, hey, when you got weak leadership,